Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Reddy. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Week 6 prediction, seeing how I did. I'm going to be taking a look at who I had winning Week 7. I went 10-5, not bad, not great. Could have done better. So let's take a look. First game I got wrong, Philadelphia versus Giants. I mean, come on, guys. Going into that game, did we really think the Giants were going to win, especially after that loss to the Saints? Not really. Carolina versus Dallas. I mean, that game was close, a pretty close game. I didn't know how Carolina was going to be able to handle this Dallas team. Next up, Denver versus Detroit versus Kansas City. I mean, again, Kansas City was not looking the best, and Detroit was looking, pretty solid. So, And next up, we got Buffalo versus Atlanta. I really thought Buffalo was going to do really well. Atlanta just hadn't been looking the best. And then Chicago versus Washington. Like I said, I think I said that this game could go close. Chicago has been looking really good, and you know what? They took the win. Okay? Let's take a look at my Week 7 predictions. I got in the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game, I got Pittsburgh winning. I don't think Cincinnati can take the win over Pittsburgh. I just really believe that the Cincinnati team is, not looking the best. I don't blame it on Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's pretty playing solid. It's just this Pittsburgh team is just such a solid team. Okay, next up we got Rams versus Jags. I got Rams winning. Jags are in a pretty easy division right now. I mean, the AFC South has just been looking so weak, other than like Indianapolis, where they're just like, I just don't know. But the Rams are looking really good this season. Next up, we got New Orleans versus Chicago. After that win last week for Chicago, I gotta give it to Chicago, pulling a huge, like in a sense, upset over Washington. But like we expected, they were going to improve a lot over the course of the season. Next up, we got Miami versus Cleveland. I got Miami winning after the performance they had against Pittsburgh last week, only getting 3 field goals. I think it was 3, only getting field goals, not really scoring touchdowns. It was pretty obvious that they were not going to win. And I just have Miami. Miami put it up to the Chargers last week. Next up, we got Raiders versus Chiefs. I think Chiefs are now getting back on a roll, and especially with Rasheed Rice coming back, now having another weapon for Mahomes to pass to. I just feel like that this Raiders defense won't be able to stop this Kansas City offense, and I think the Kansas City's defense will be able to put up more of a fight against this Raiders defense offense than vice versa. Next up, we got Philadelphia versus Minnesota. I have Philadelphia winning. I think that loss against the Giants could be a fluke. I mean, we'll see in the following week when they play each other again at Lincoln Field. Next up, we got New England versus Tennessee. New England has been looking really dominant this season, and Tennessee has just been looking horrendous. I think that they fired their head coach, or they're going to, with how he's playing. Next up, we got Giants versus Denver. I'm going to give it to Denver this week. I think that this could be a close matchup. Both teams' defense have been playing outstanding. Giants defense, causing a lot of turnovers against Hurts and the Eagles offense, but they're allowing a lot of passing. And then Denver's defense has been playing really well. Only not even allowing the Jets to even get into field goal range last week. Next up, we got Indianapolis versus the Chargers. Indianapolis has just been looking so good this season. Would be undefeated if it wasn't for like one error, this season. So I just feel like Indianapolis is going to take this win over the Chargers. I think this could be a close game, but yeah. Next up, we got Green Bay versus Arizona. I got Green Bay winning. Arizona, they're not just looking like the best. They're not looking the best. They had a very close game last week. I think that's something big. Who did they play last week? Let's see. Against Indianapolis, it was a very close game against Indianapolis. But this team is just causing themselves to lose, especially their number 1 draft pick quarterback in Kyler Murray has just not been playing up to the standards. Next up, we got Washington versus Dallas. I got Washington winning. Yes, they lost last week, but Dallas has just been been looking horrendous defensively. It's not most teams are scoring a lot of points on this Dallas defense. Next up, we got San Francisco versus Atlanta. I got San Francisco winning. I feel like Atlanta, they had some good games this season, but I just feel like the San Francisco team, if they're everybody's playing up to a solid game plan, I think the San Francisco team can take advantage of Atlanta defense, who has, especially their secondary, just doesn't seem like it's really that difficult. Next, we got Tampa Bay versus Detroit. I got Tampa Bay winning. Tampa Bay 5-1 versus 4-2 Detroit team. I mean, Detroit has been, not playing the best this season. I mean, it all depends on who's healthy for this Tampa Bay team. If Lamecca is going to play this game, because right now they're down. Because if Lamecca is not playing, they lost their top three receivers. Right now, winning would be very difficult. And I don't know if Bucky Irving is even playing this week. Next up, we got Houston versus Seattle. I got Seattle winning. Seattle has been looking really dominant this season. Sam Darnold's playing such good football. Looking very underrated this season. Because Seattle's pickup of him was really good, and it wasn't like, oh, he was a one-season wonder. So yeah, guys, that's my predictions. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.